Hello peeps, how's it going? Hillbilly half with you today. Bit colder today. So I think we'll have a bit of a chat about reform again. Hold on, the wind is coming a bit on the one side here. How's that? Is that better? So obviously my rant didn't go down well with some people, but that's me. That's what I do. I just talk off the cuff. A lot of people don't realise that every one of my videos that goes up, besides the sit down one, well, and the sit down ones really, are all live really, because I just talk off the cuff for 10 minutes. You try doing that unprepared. See how many people can do that. Somebody said to me yesterday, I swear. Yeah, I do swear. I quite enjoy swearing. It's my working class speak, and when I'm annoyed I do swear. And I like to swear to show that I'm annoyed. I don't do it in every video, but when I do, I'd like to make the best of it. And I'll do what I want in my own videos. So, I've looked last night at both sides of things. I still think exactly the same as I think yesterday. They need to stop this, because the bigger picture is the party to try and remove this lot are in at the moment. So I went to listen what Nigel Farage said about it yesterday. So he gave an interview to a channel yesterday in America. So I listened to that, and what he said was 2 weeks ago they had a meeting with Rupert Lowe, and things got a bit heated there in this meeting. Him and Yusuf and a few others. And Rupert Lowe said to him, "I will destroy you. I will become the leader of this party instead of you." And Farage said, he said, "I will stand, no one will stand between me from doing it." And Farage said, "I'm going to stand between you from doing it because I'm the party leader." So remember that in a couple of weeks' time there is local elections, so they want to look well for the local elections. So for some reason Rupert Lowe has decided to do all this 2 weeks before local elections, which I find a bit suspicious. Now, regarding Rupert Lowe, I saw he put a letter out this morning on the media, and he said, "I'd like to meet and sort this out behind closed doors." Well, I totally agree with that. But why don't you do the stuff behind closed doors instead of doing it out in the open? That's what I don't like. So I don't particularly care what's wrong with them. What it is two people that have fell out in a big way that it'll never be resurrected. That is what has happened. And people watching this will know what happens when you fall out with people like that. You'll never get it back. That's what's happened to them too. They're never going to get back together. Whatever you think, whatever I think, they're going to have to go their separate ways. I just hope to God another party doesn't come about, because that will fuck it all up. It's going to fuck it all up. It's a sad old thing. You'll have seen it in work sometimes. You have friends in work that get on, and then the next minute they have a fallout over nothing and they never speak again. That's the same sort of thing that's going to happen. So I believe in Farage, I have to be honest with you. A lot of people don't. I think he's got the right solution. He realises that you can't be an extremist party and win in the UK. You've got to have the people that don't vote with you, normally vote with you, to vote for you to win. So you've got to get that side. And that's what, I'm no racist. Most people I know are not racist. We just want our country sorted. So the problem is in the UK, what Rupert Lowe is talking about, of course, is what a lot of us want. People deported. But that is not the law. That's the problem. The blob is stopping all that. So anybody who comes in from overseas now, by a boat, any of these savages, if they stay here for 5 years, they become a citizen automatically. And that is fact. That's what all they do, is they get in here, and then the human rights lawyers like Starmer and co just blag it out for 5 years, and then they become a citizen. And then they vote for that party to let them in, Labour Party and the left, to help them to get there. That's what's going on. It's the great replacement of the UK people. I know that, everybody knows that. But to get into power, you have to use your noddle. And Farage realises that, and Yusuf, everybody's having a go at Yusuf. That guy is putting so much time in. He's putting loads and loads of money in, and what they're doing is they're going around the UK, all around the UK, Wales and Scotland, picking candidates that they think are win are not extremists and can't be picked up by the media, and they're trying to put down good routes there. So when it comes to the next election, they'll have a bloody good chance of winning in every area. That's what it's all about. You've got to look at the long game, people. That's why Labour and everybody has been winning in Wales for 25 years. Because they realise that you've got to have a good foundation for your party. Look at this last week. This last week has really been terrible for reform. And I'm starting to think that it's all been not a coincidence. This has happened on purpose. I know people don't believe me on here. I think it's a bit weird how this has just happened and all blown up 2 weeks before the council elections. If I was leader myself, I'd be ramping mad with what's happened. So there's my 2 penneth on it. I've got to the point I don't give a shit about what's happened. I want to see this party carry on and do what I think it can do, which is get us out of this mess we're in the UK. But the only way to do this is to get into power and change these laws. That 5-year law. So to get into power, you need to have a manifesto. And in my 50 years of following politics, lots of people don't follow it. They just see it going by. I followed it really closely. And I realised that you can't give your manifesto pledges out until 6 months before the election, because the other parties will nick the things. That's what Labour have done now. They've nicked some reform policies now. So that's what Rupert Lowe needs to realise. You've got to keep things close to your chest. Don't give them everything. It's fucked between Rupert Lowe and Farage. And that's a sad thing. But Rupert Lowe needs to realise you've got to take orders. If you're not the leader. And what will happen is if he starts his party and he gets mega money, it's going to destroy any of our chances to get into this den in Westminster. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's a sad old lot indeed. It is a sad old lot. I hope I'm wrong about this, but I just got a feeling that is one of them setups myself, but there we are. So that's what I think. You know what I'm like, I always say what I think. I don't bend for anybody because nobody tells me what to say. I just decide what I'm going to say on the day. And it's all live, no prepared scripts. So please subscribe down here. Much appreciate you listening. Just the truth from a guy who's got nobody behind him telling him what to say. Ta-da.